dun, dun, dun. Are we live? Should probably bring up this as well. See if it actually works. Do I need that open on my desktop in order? Okay, there we go. Refresh. It's not showing me visual on my laptop. Come on. Come on. You can do it, laptop. I believe in you. Okay, there we go. We got visuals. Do we have audio now? I said, do we have audio now?
There we go. We got visuals.
We do indeed have audio now. A little bit loud, but that just might be the Twitch, my laptop side of things. So, hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soul Dragon, here back with more Fate Grand Order, where today, as the stream title says, we are rolling for Summer Skadi. And then we are going to be finishing off the summer event, because if I go here, and it slowly loads, everything is level 10. There are wildlife from the Arctic all over. Mini Servant Fest has a line that extends all the way around to Osaka Bay Heme there at the very end of it. Mini Servant Fest is very, very popular, it seems. But yeah, so we are going to go ahead and be doing stuff. And if I go to the shop, hey Deante, welcome to the stream. Happy things. You resigned to roll all new anniversary servants to MP5 after I got MP5 Arc and Summer Arash. I heard about Summer Arash. Finally, the meme has died, and Summer Arash has risen. Praise be to Summer Arash, who I will be rolling for in 2 years. Praise be. Next few summers so far seem like they're going to be very, very nice. Between next year's summer and then Summer Arash the following year, I'm very much looking forward to it. Very, very much. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this is the shop so far. Only thing I have left to do is Valkyrie Berets. Every building is at level 10, so I can do all of the side quests here, and we will be doing those. But first things first, we need to get Skadi. Not shop. I meant to press summon. So yeah, I need to get me a Summer Skadi. It's a shame that the new pity system that JP got is not in play, because that would be quite nice, you know, the new pity system they have. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that new pity system. It's essentially somewhat similar. It's at the very least a guaranteed NP1, possibly more if you get lucky, but you still have to spend that much quartz, so I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel. What do you think, Deante? What do you think of the new pity system that JP is getting? Let's start off with an 11 spin and see what we get. We'll let it run slow for the very first one. Ooh, Alpha Pops. That was a good neck pop. Infinity Blue. That's our first one. Didn't realize I didn't have that. Cool. I'll take it. Excuse me. You like it? You wish it disappeared after you roll MP5, but it keeps going. Well, I mean, given the... Okay, this is not Skadi. This is Lunling. But, given the massive pushback from the 2 new append skills and the fact that you now apparently need NP8 of a 5 of any given servant in order to fully max them out, it might not be a bad thing, though I did hear that they are doing some sort of changes with regards to the 2 new append skills. I'm just not sure exactly what those are. There was a lot of drama around the whole manor. Also something about how universal servant coins, NP20 for 4 stars. I mean, yeah, that's pretty bad actually. I was gonna say that's not so bad, but then there's all the limited 4-star servants that is bad for. Lots of limited 4-star servants that is quite bad for. Also something about servant coins used on Grail castings are gonna be refunded, or something like that. I don't know the exact details on that either, but, I mean, given how many people rolled for Nobukatsu, Nobukatsu's gonna get a lot of servant coins refunded. So, I mean... But yeah, lots of controversy with this caster. No, it's ruler. Skadi's ruler. We get Summer Woo. Okay. One new servant. Summer Woo. Gotta remember, Skadi is a ruler, not a caster. Ruler. Pretty stacked first 11 spin, though. 5-star CE, 2 4-star servants, one of them is new, and the 5-star CE was new as well. Pretty stacked first roll, not gonna lie. Would have been very stacked though if I got double Skadi on the first roll, but it is what it is. The perfect, well-proportioned, swimsuited me has arrived. Seems like I'm in my prime now, in a different way. Now that I've remembered my Taoist arts, I have no reason to be afraid of ghosts. Not that I ever was in the first place. Alright, Summer Woo has been added to Chaldea's roster. Let me make sure she's locked in. She is indeed. Alright, cool. Let's do a ticket. But, beyond that whole anniversary debacle, just the fact that Summer Uresh is a thing. I mean, I don't care that she's a beast servant. I'm just hyped, though it does sound like it's Space Uresh, so that means more Servantverse madness, which means that the video I eventually want to make about a composite history of the Servantverse lore is going to get even more convoluted. Alright, we're going to tap through this one, see what we get. Another cruising date. Wow. A mineral. It's been a while since I've gotten a mineral. It has been a while. But, yeah, I'm very much interested in why she's a beast. There we go! That was a very quick Skadi! That was a very quick Skadi. Rainbow sparkles as well. Very nice. Yeah, I did see that. I am Skadi. I have also changed into this so-called swimsuit spirit origin. I've taken cues from Celtic Skaha herself. I'm not so used to showing so much skin. But Skaha said this is how things are for summer. What? I look good in it. I see. I'll just say thank you for that. Anyway, now that I'm in a swimsuit spirit origin, I suppose I need to make this summer all the more exciting. Alright, I think I'm gonna go through until I get the double spin on the tickets here, and maybe do one more 11 spin. Imaginary Scramble did hint all of these. Hint all of what? I feel like I lost a little bit of I was on a train of thought there, and then Skadi showed up. Yes, Uresh, Space Uresh cannot beat Space Ishtar. I did see that she has, like, all the beasts have unique strengths and weaknesses, and hers is, oh, the Summer Servants. Oh. See, I thought it was just general foreshadowing, since this summer there is some foreshadowing with, Suzuka and Chloe, because there is the Miyuverse trio in the haunted house area, where there's only Ilya in the swimsuit, and Miyu makes some remarks about Ilya in a swimsuit, and Per the Prismaverse lore, Chloe is technically Ilya, so that could be considered foreshadowing there. And then Suzuka made some mention of wishing she was in her swimsuit for a photo op or something like that. I can't remember the exact details of it. But that was a good foreshadowing for those two getting summer forms. So I do wonder if anybody's sort of determined what servants could get summer forms in the next summer in this upcoming JP summer. I mean, it's a very real possibility that there's some foreshadowing. Let's unlock this one. But yeah. So yeah, Space Ishtar is weak only to Avengers, from what I remember seeing. She's only weak to Avengers, and it sounds like she's a sort of crit monster a la Super Orion, but arts-based, and has a unique devotion meter or something like that. Honestly, she seems like a very complicated servant, and I'm definitely rolling for her when the time comes. I will definitely be rolling for Space Aresh. I've also seen her Ascensions. That's right, Zufu! I did see Zufu! I did see that Zuzu is getting a swimsuit, and Dobrenya as well. That's cool. Well, I mean, to be fair, in this summer, there is no foreshadowing of all the Fairy Knights getting their swimsuit variants. So, I mean, yes, it's not perfect, but there always does seem to be some level of foreshadowing in the prior summer of who is getting a swimsuit in the next summer. There's always some level of foreshadowing, I feel. We're going to do one more 11 spin, we'll let it run slow, and then we are done with rolling. It's an all events. Oh. So is there some event that's going to be happening later on this year / early next year that foreshadows all the Fairy Knights getting swimsuits next year? Because, as I've said, outside of Anniversary and Summer, my knowledge of future servant releases is very much deadened, because I don't want to be spoiled for anything. So I know who next year's Anniversary, I know next year's Summer, but I don't know anything beyond that. I do not know who the Santa servant is for this coming year. I don't know who next year's Valentine's servant is. Or the following years. I don't know who the next 2 Valentine's servants are, actually. What else don't I know? If there's a Gouda Gouda event, I don't know. Yeah, actually, I don't know. I don't know if there's a new Gouda Gouda event anytime soon. No, wait, no, I do. There is a Gouda Gouda event. They announced it. Didn't they announce a Gouda Gouda event in the Anniversary stuff? I feel like they did. A Yamatai Koku based one. We don't get a new Santa. What? But Christmas. The Santa servants. What? Why aren't we getting Santa? That breaks my heart. What about Santa? The power of the Santa servant needs to be passed on to a new holder. Martha cannot hold the Santa powers for too long. I'm actually going to do one more spin, because I'm impulsive. The power of Santa cannot be contained in one container for more than a year. We get a rerun of Santa Karna. Huh. And that's just kind of crazy, because I know that Santa Quetz never gets a rerun. And we are actually approaching the time where it's going to be no more reruns, aren't we? I think actually we are at that point. Yeah, we're essentially at the point of no more event reruns. Which does suck. Because honestly, the event reruns are fairly chill. This is MP2 Woo. NP2 Woo. Okay. The event reruns are very chill. They're easy resources. Oh, Santa Quetz becomes an evocations thing. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. That's fair. Evocation festivals, that stuff. That is entirely fair. Ooh. Good neck pop. And, come on, pop the elbow. No, no elbow pop. That was a little crackled, but not much. I do look forward to the remainder of this year in FGO terms. I do wonder what they're gonna do, like if there is no new Christmas event this year, because there's always been a Christmas event, you know? Always. I mean, gosh, trying to think. So year 1, there was nothing major going on. Year 2, Christmas happened just before the Temple of Time. Year 3, Christmas happened just before the Lost Belt started. So, I mean, the next Santa will be Santa Nemo. Huh. I do remember that. I do vaguely recall Santa Nemo. I do vaguely recall hearing something about a Santa Nemo. I can't remember the exacts, though, but... yeah, it's very odd that there's not going to be a Christmas event this year. They've never really skipped a Christmas before. That's just very, very odd. Let me really quickly NP2 Woo. Oh, and Lonling. Welcome to NP2ville, Lonling. And Woo. There you go. So I do need to add Skadi and Woo to my level up order docket. I mean, so Lost Belt 7 is coming later this year. I do vaguely recall hearing, like, there being some sort of news thing that Lost Belt 7 was coming. But again, like, the Temple of Time and the start of the Lost Belts also happened nearly at around the same time as Christmas. So that's just very odd that they are not... that they're forgoing a Christmas for Lost Belt 7 when they didn't do that for the Temple of Time or the beginning of the Lost Belts. Heck, the beginning of the Lost Belt saga started on Christmas Day, didn't it? Or Christmas Eve, because there was like a in-game, you're in lockdown for a week, and then New Year's Eve is when the whole world sort of came to an end. So it's very odd in my opinion, you know? In my humble opinion, it is quite odd, but I guess I'll see what they're cooking. I look forward to seeing whatever it is they are cooking with regards to this new thing. I'm also gonna do some really quick of this stuff here. Sort by rarity here. I didn't get enough to NP5 that. Damn. That sucks. That really sucks. I did not get enough to NP5 Koyan and Dobranya. That sucks. That's kind of disappointing. I almost kind of want to keep rolling just until I get that. But I can't afford to be that impulsive. Let's lock this one and 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a little bit of CE level up here is done and dusted. I'd lock that, thank you. 3, 4, yeah, we can do another one of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of the equipped ones is going to be unequipped, but that's fine. As long as it's not in my support setup, which it probably is, but... anything else? Anything else at all? No, sadly not. Alright. Well, that'll have to do for now. So, with the rolls done, let's claim our exchange stuffs. Or rather, our box stuff. Claim all of our foes and daily logins. Yep, that's good. And now we're gonna go in reverse order because the challenge quest is at the very beginning. So we are going to start things off back at Servant Fest with bonus quest Managing Out of Control Participants. This will get us a second Ortland. Looks like we are up against Foreigner and Assassins. I'm just going to go with the same squad I've been using to farm. Because why the heck not? Although I think at this point, actually changing Coup from Ash wouldn't do much because I still cannot equip another one of you yet. Once Bryn and Ark are leveled up, then I will, but it's more bond for the whole party. Alright, let us go and see what we're up against. If anything special. Might not be anything special at all, might just be another node. So no story. Okay, I can't get too mad yet. There's not necessarily on the Royal Family skill seal. How long is that skill? 3 turn skill seal, you witch. Oh ho ho, you witch. Gotta think. And then I was going on a tangent, but now I can't remember because I got skill sealed. Right, the fact that this is just a combat node and not actually any story. Oh wow, that was not a lot of that damage. There is still chance for more story-based things, you know, but I'm just only a small bit disappointed here. I mean, I can get another NP. Beep boop bop. But man, being fully locked down kinda sucks. Excuse me. I should probably be focusing on Semiramis, honestly, but and I don't know why I'm not. Wow, this is a bad turn. Okay. So we will have our skills now. So now we just press all the buttons, all on Lamb Lamb. Actually, not all. Let's survive another turn, I think. With everybody. Ooh, stretch. But this summer event overall has been quite fun, I'd say. Even if, honestly, there's probably not good. There wasn't that many side stories here. It feels like compared to last summer, or even the summer before. I mean, the story was kind of straightforward here as well. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this summer. I liked it, but it's definitely on the weaker end of summers, I'd say. Let's do the talking down dangerous customers first. And then we'll do the other one. This one is just a battle. The other one should actually have some form of side story. Because, I mean, that's the main reason I play FGO, is for the story. Story first, waifu second, you know, because the waifus are quite the draw in, but the story is definitely where I'm coming from. Speaking of story and fate, I am probably going to be getting the Stay Night remaster that is coming out on Steam in the next couple days. I do want to stream it, I'm just not sure when I would do so. Do the classic BAQ. Just because it's a visual novel, and visual novels take a long as frick time to do. Welcome, Leo Maris. You didn't enjoy last year's summer too much, so this one didn't have too much for me. Hello. Hello, Leo Maris. Welcome to the stream. You didn't enjoy last year's summer too much. I mean, last year's summer was on the okay scale for me, I'd say. I definitely liked that Gordy was dragged into it. He got to experience the summer chaos for the first time. Summer Kama was a joy, as was Summer Sai. But beyond that, yes, it was a touching story because it was kind of just more telling how Da Vinci is eventually going to fade away. Gordy scenes are always a true. It was more of a story of how Da Vinci is eventually going to fade away, and we're going to have to deal with that sort of situation, I feel. It was definitely trying to tell a specific story, and it was a very straightforward one. The Summer Kama scenes were great, Summer Sai scenes were great, everything else was kind of eh. But, I mean, I always enjoy the summer events. I've not had a summer event yet that I have not enjoyed. I will say that much. I've enjoyed all the summer events. Just these past 2 summers have definitely been on the lower ends for me. The summer camp summer event was awesome. I very much enjoyed that one. You know what? I'm gonna think, how would I rank all the summer events thus far? This is the 7th summer event, so what would be my number 1 summer event? You always save up for summer, so maybe you got Gaslit into believing they're my favorite. I mean, honestly speaking, my favorite events that never fail are the Gouda Gouda events, because there is always something in them that has me busting a gut in laughter. The Gouda Gouda events are so good, so hilarious at points. Even the serious one. Okay, the serious ones can be hit or miss at times, but when they're definitely lean into the more Gouda Gouda aesthetic, when they're more humorous, they are so frickin' good. And even the more serious ones are still pretty darn good. The Gouda Gouda has definitely got to be one of my favorite kinds of events. Christmas is definitely up there as well, but as far as the ranking for my personal ranking for all the summer events, I think Lulu Hawa with Servant Fest 1, with the first Servant Fest, so that would be Summer 3. The Seven Swordsmen, which would be Summer 4. The Haunted House, so Summer 5. The Island, so Summer 1. I would say Fossil Exploration, so Summer 6. This one, the Swinter, so Summer 7. And my least favorite one is definitely Summer 2, which I think is a very common consensus. Just because Summer 2 was fun, but it kind of was just a race, and we didn't really do much ourselves. We didn't really have too much of a stakes in it, you know? I don't know. Plus, I feel like the cast for Summer 2 was kind of the weakest, in a way, as far as the servants. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Malter, and Cass Nero is peak, as is Saber Fran. She's peak Dodgeru material, but beyond them, I can't really say that anybody else from that summer event really stood out. And even then, it's just that you only got specific scenes if a certain group won the race for Summer 2. So there was a lot of scenes that you'd have to go through the materials to see what their results were and that kind of stuff. That kind of weakens that for me. So, where should I begin? The primary characters here are Master, me, Wu Zetian, Kriemhild, and... Right, that old guy. It's a mysterious, frightening tale, and it's not going to be all too pleasant to hear. But hey, this kind of stuff is a big part of summer. So this probably counts as a ghost story. Let's see. Right, I remember now. It all began at that haunted house when someone found a real dead body. Well, that's impressive, considering me and Gordy are the only living humans in all of this bleached earth. Outside of the staff at Chaldea, but you know. You do understand that humming won't solve anything, yes? I mean, yeah, but what else can we do right now? Indeed. I've certainly employed a number of clever tricks in this haunted house, but none should have resulted in an actual corpse. And that's not the only reason this dead body is strange. For one thing, there aren't any normal humans here, correct? No, there are not. We are at one of the world's poles, and no humans have ever lived here. We should not be seeing any now. And if this body belongs to a servant, correct, it would have disappeared at the moment of death. Yeah, I thought so. So this can't have been a servant. Well then, we may as well ask, who killed him? Oh my, at a loss for words now? Everyone's suspicious of each other. No, you're all suspicious of me, aren't you? No, Moriarty, you're cool. Moriarty, you are cool. Naturally, I was all but certain you were up to something devious once again. So I thought I might expedite matters by cutting off your head first and letting Master ask questions later. Stop that, Kriemhild. You're sounding too much like Ushiwaka Maru. You can't just decapitate someone on a whim. Learn to calm yourself. Exactly. He's cool because he's sus. Moriarty is cool. He is one of my top desired archers that I do not have. Him and Napoleon both. They've definitely made impressions on me in their appearances. And for the record, I'm a perfectly harmless 50-ish gentleman who only stopped to see the haunted house. So? And do stop brushing off my well-reasoned arguments just by saying so, if you'd be so kind. In any case, I'm entirely innocent. I don't even have a motive to have committed this crime. A motive, huh? I know all about how motives can be tacked on after the fact. And I also know that sometimes people kill simply because they have the opportunity. That is only further proof of my innocence. When I kill someone, it's only ever as part of an intricate, carefully considered plan. Why, I would never just leave a corpse lying around like this. The presentation. No sense of aesthetics to it. None. Okay, but... What is it, Master? Why do you still look suspicious? That could also be... Ooh, that's very true. It could be a part of his plan. Yeah, I don't really know if Napoleon's popular or not, but something I do when I read, like, the bigger story segments, because I do stream all the story segments as well, is I try to actually voice the characters, and for some reason, I voiced Napoleon, like, All Might, and just, he had a very high energy, and I very much enjoyed voicing him, and it just felt like it really made him a cool character to me. Plus, I mean, he one-hands a cannon, let's be honest here. He spits in the face of all Napoleon stereotypes. So, it's kind of just like, he's cool to me. Napoleon is cool. Oh, I get it. By doing something you'd usually never do, like leave your victim's body lying around, you throw suspicion off yourself. Exactly the sort of thing a devious villain would do. Right, Professor? Why are you so focused on me here, Yan Qing? Why would I not be? We're both Shinjuku alums, so to speak. Why could my Shinjuku self have chosen someone else instead? Someone else? Alright, I suppose I never told you, did I? From what I've gathered, it seems that my Shinjuku self chose a number of other combat-capable servants behind Yan Qing there. A lot of energy / charisma. He just kind of swept you off with a wave of dreamlike optimism. Exactly. Plus, he very much... Like, just the way he tried... He was very respectful with romance as far as Ophelia. I feel like I remember him wanting to just make her happy, and that's why he kept trying to woo her. Which was just like... It was silly. It was silly flirting, but it was... And he had a bad... Let's be honest. He had a badass send-off in literally firing the Bifrost at Surtur. That was just so cool. I don't know. Napoleon, he might not have had much prevalence in the story. In fact, I'm struggling to think of if he's had any sort of real big appearances since Lost Belt 2. Gosh, I don't... Maybe in, like, side stories in another event, but I honestly can't think of anything where he's taken a major role. Wow. Huh. Napoleon needs a bigger role in an event or something. This is my petition to the JP version of FGO who's totally watching some random American streaming FGO. Make Napoleon have a use in one of the upcoming events. Make him have some sort of story significance. Yeah. I'm telling you, JP. I'm telling you, Nasu. Make Napoleon have some big role. Yeah. In particular, there was a compound Phantom Spirit optimized for direct strikes who made it to the final round. Ultimately, however, he chose Yan Qing there, along with his doppelganger ability, for his willingness to use underhanded techniques. And how that Phantom Spirit must loathe you for it, for my dear Yan Qing. Mean best girl rush at the bottom, there must be a JP agent scooping out. You know, I think, to be fair, it's been a meme at this point, and one thing that JP loves to do is jokes are the deepest lore. Like, a throwaway joke here implies something massive later on, and they love to just kill memes. And Swimsuit Aresh has been a meme for so long. They knew that the second they made a Swimsuit Aresh, they just pressed the print money button. Because, I mean, let's be honest, the hype for Swimsuit Aresh has been so high that the second they release her, it's just like, alright, we need an infusion of cash. What are some of the memes that we can break? Swimsuit Aresh? Sounds good. Bring her out. Let the money flow. Hold on. Why am I getting all the hate when you're the one who picked me? I don't even remember who you're talking about. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Swimsuit Aresh in a couple years. Very much looking forward to it. I didn't think I was going to summon any of the beast servants, even though Umu is the only beast servant that was out, but now I'm definitely going to be summoning Aresh, because Aresh is waifu. She is one of my waifus. Indeed. I don't even remember who you're talking about. Oh, I understand that, but for whatever reason, it seems that resentment is in fact directed at you. Apparently not even my Shinjuku self had any idea why. It seems it was all very strange to him. Apparently, it seems, is there anything you actually know here? Are you nitwits done disagreeing yet? Oh, good point. We don't have time for stupid tangents now, do we? You're right. I was being a nitwit. I'm sorry. Returning to the matter of the corpse, we don't know who killed him, why, or even how. We don't, right? Right. But you also sound unsure. Well, never mind. Let us stop wasting time and get to the heart of the matter right now. There is no point dwelling on what we do not know. The real problem here, is the damage this corpse is going to cause to my haunted house's reputation if word of it gets out. So what do we do about that? I'll tell you. We need to get rid of the body. Well, Professor? Wu Zetian? Why are you looking at me like that? And why are you speaking so sweetly to me? Because I want you to think of a way to dispose of the body. Was that not obvious? Well, Wu, I'm gonna be honest here. We're in the middle of the Arctic Circle. Sure, the animals have been made sentient. Actually, not. Forget the animals being made sentient. Go outside, saw a hole in the ice, push the body in the hole, and refill the ice. Boom. Nobody will find the body. We are literally in the Arctic Circle. Oh, How to Get Away with Murder Chaldea version. I mean, do we wish to list the ways? The assassins are just, like, too obvious about it. An assassin getting away with murder is too much easy mode. I mean, let's see here. How many NPs do we have that have to deal with flames that could just burn the body to ashes? Zombies. That's a fair point. If Resident Evil the movies taught me anything, it's that zombies can survive in the Arctic waters. You got a good point there, Leo. You do have a good point. Well, let's see here. What else do we have? You know what? Lady A's garden. Bodies are great fertilizer. And she's got some magical plants up in there, you know? And it apparently smells quite nice, so I'm sure the smell of all the flowers will overwhelm the stench of decay. That's totally option number 2. Because per Plants vs. Zombies logic, plants will win. Well, I certainly could if I wanted to, but... Hang on. Is it just me, or are we missing something much more fundamental? I feel like we are too. But I also don't think there's any point in stressing over things we're missing, even if they are fundamental things. So let's change gears. Man, nothing phases you, huh? So what are we going to do about this? Dispose of it in secret, right? No, we shouldn't do that. I get the feeling that would be a really bad idea. Can't explain why, though. So what, we dispose of it publicly, Yanqing? I mean, public corpse disposal, we just literally carry them out of the haunted house. Most people will probably think it's a prop and just throw it in a garbage? I don't know, that's pretty non-discreet. True, I suppose you're right. Something's definitely off. Well, what do we do with it then? Hang it up as a decoration. Oh. Now I see. Indeed, I think that's a wonderful idea. Did you just figure out something, Professor? Oh, no, not at all. Hang on. Moriarty. Did you just go tee-hee-hee? Moriarty, you know, it really doesn't come... I really shouldn't be somebody saying this, but you're trying too hard to fit in with Fran, who you consider a daughter. You shouldn't be trying to talk like a teenage girl, or rather, what some forms of media think a teenage girl talks like. A grown man in his 50-ishes should not be going tee-hee-hee. So Moriarty, I think what you need is, I think you need to join, like, a chess club or something. He's gesturing. Maybe. He also could be spending a lot of time with Fran and is trying to fit in with her and be considered cool by her or something. And let's be honest, per prior event knowledge, Fran does have Moriarty wrapped around her finger. You know, so... Yikes. Creepy. No one who calls himself Napoleon of Crime should ever... Thank you! That's another excellent point. Woo. I'm glad that is being acknowledged in-game. Thank you for acknowledging it in-game that is just so weird for Moriarty to do. I nearly called her one of my torturers to lop your head off. My word, a most disproportionate response. Not really. What? Forget the gig... No. We need to address the giggling here, Moriarty. We need to address the giggle. But fine, what are you covering up, Moriarty? So much for that. Well, to get straight to the point, this body is a type of mystic code. All this time we've been like the blind men and the elephant in the story. The blind men and the elephant in the story? I don't know what story he's on. Think about it. Shouldn't our very first thought have been asking who this person was? Damn, now that you mention it, yeah, it should have been. I cannot help but be disappointed in myself. It did not even cross my mind until you brought it up. Okay, so, make note that Kriemhild, Wu Zetian, Yanqing, Moriarty, and the Master of Chaldea should never be CSI operatives. CSI operatives. They do not make. Yeah, who did this body belong to? No. What is it, even? That's what I wanted to find out, but you all wouldn't let me. Now I see, so that's what that was about. Sorry, now figure out a solution. Hurry up. That apology rings somewhat less than sincere, but alright, putting aside this sad excuse for a comedy routine, what we have here seems to be a corpse, or at least something very like a human corpse. So perhaps we should seek the assistance of an expert in humanoid creatures. I mean, Wu Zetian literally wrote a book about her 100 favorite torture techniques, so I think she's probably very familiar with human-like creatures. What a pain. Come on, Grandpa, don't be like that. Decrepit monsters gotta look out for each other. I suppose so. Wait a moment, are you suggesting that he and I are both decrepit monsters? No, Moriarty is way cooler. Moriarty's cool. You're lumping me in with him? Fine, fine. Let's see what this talisman looks like, then. I do like how they are using new servants so quickly. Because, I mean, we got... I'm forgetting her name already. And she just had a decent role in the Trom Singularity. Gosh, I can't remember. She's... Because that was like her only role. The 1 or 2 star assassin. No, she's a berserker. Salome. Yeah, she was introduced with that huge bouquet of low rarity servants. And it took years until Trom for her to be utilized in any meaningful way. Everybody else was utilized so much quicker. Charlotte Corday had basically a starring role in a Singularity and got a swimsuit variant before Salome even appeared with any significant dialogue. See, to YouTube? Yes, I indeed have been at YouTube for quite a while. If you do check out my YouTube, I have essentially the entire Lost Belt saga, section by section, in playlists. I've got a lot of content. I've been streaming FGO. My first stream for FGO was just before Babylonia released. I had been playing before that, but my first stream of FGO was me rushing through the Camelot Singularity so I could do Babylonia. And the stream ended, and I got to the very last node of the Camelot Singularity. I beat the Lion King, but when the clock ticked over, the update had begun. The Lion King stopped me from... I did not beat the Lion King before Babylonia released. And it was just so like, no! It was like a minute, maybe, past the update timer when I beat the Lion King. And it was so close. It was so tense, but it was so good, too. I very much enjoyed my FGO journey. I can tell you he's the same sort of talent starts as I do, but his are much older. Not to mention that mine are optimized for beating and controlling undead spirits. Very well then, let us see what he's got. Yan Qing. Catch. Okay, Feel the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. He's giving you some Skittles there, Yan Qing. He gave you some Skittles. The glow you're giving off should lead you to the corpse's rightful place. Which makes you the quest beacon. Oh, he is a quest beacon, isn't he? Blunt much filed. Oh, Zuzu, you are so good. You're absolutely radiant, Yan Qing. Shine on. Quit making it sound like I'm Diarmond. But what the hell, I've already come this far. Well, I guess I may as well keep going. Oh, Yan Qing, you're cool. Oh no. Oh gosh, what is the carol? Yan Qing, the Rainbow Gangster. It's Rudolph. It's totally to the tune of Rudolph. You guys are coming along too. Of course we are. We can't just forget about this. I must know who or what that dead body is. What she said. It has nothing to do with this being one of the most fascinating things I've yet seen. No, I want to hear the full song, Creamhild. I wish to hear the full song. You know, for a couple of monarchs, you two aren't very good at putting on airs. Remember, we do this in the pursuit of justice. Wow, yeah, that did almost sound genuine. Oh my, I'm so embarrassed. Okay, so apparently this glow I've got going on should show us where to go. He's turning into a 5-star servant. He's shooting out the Bifrost. Damn, did it really need to be that flashy? Come on, after it. It went into the sky. How are we going after it? Oh, something's glowing. Oh, look, it's Yanjing. You already stand out in a crowd, Yanjing. You don't have to put on a freaking light show to get a check. Assassin beams. You know, I could see it. There are a lot of assassins that could do with a beam NP. In fact, King Hassan, you know, his Azrael, it looks cool. What would be cooler is if when he delivers that slice, just a pillar of blue flames erupts around his foe. And that would technically be a beam. That would technically be a beam. Kama technically has a beam NP, doesn't she? I feel like she does. You look like the lights on a nerd's game. Jolter! How did you know? I mean, you're also a waifu, so I'm not surprised that Jolter knows I have 2 LED rainbow fans going in my gaming rig. Jolter, you do care. Bro, you're so flashy. Damn, that's awesome. Wish I could pull that look off. That, you know what? I forgot. Mandrakar Bro was also pretty awesome last summer. Cannot forget the awesomeness that was Mandrakar Bro. You're shining almost as brightly as me. Seeing it on someone else for a change, though, I dare say maybe a bit too bright, Suppose it just goes to show how sinfully beauty can be. It's so much I'm actually starting to enjoy it. Someone's here. In the middle of the Arctic. Good day, everyone. What can I, the culprit, do for you? You there, the glowing one. What in the world are you doing? That dead body back there, was that your doing? It was. I couldn't see the sense in having a haunted house without a real dead body. So I was kind enough to leave one there as a gift for the management. I mean, it's considerate in a way, I guess. You have a uniquely awful sense for gift giving. What's the problem? No one knows who it is. Nobody will even think twice about it. It's no different from the countless other nondescript corpses that we've all left in our wakes. Wow. Real. Given the real stuff. In the JP streams, I did not. So, I do know some things about the future with FGO. Like, the main things I tune in for is anniversary news and servants and summer news and servants. But I try to keep blind for a lot of story-based things. So, past this summer, the only things I really know going forward are next year's summer servants and anniversary servant, and this year's for JP's summer and anniversary servants. Beyond those, I have zero knowledge of any events coming up, and zero knowledge of any of the upcoming servants. And you don't follow JP, just having to catch that moment? Yeah. So, the main reason I don't watch the JP streams is just because they oftentimes do, like, what were the most leveled up servants in this past year? Who are the most bonded up servants in this past year? And I just don't want to possibly be spoiled for a future servant that might have some significance, you know? Plus, I kind of like the speculation point, because with Fairy Britain, I was spoiled that there was going to be Fairy Knights, and I was positive that Fairy Knight Betty was going to be a thing, and that we were also going to be getting Kazura drop, because I had seen Kazura Drop's form in some spoiler. So I was positive we were going to get Kazura Drop, and it didn't happen. We didn't get Fairy Knight Bedivere either, so, you know. But, yeah, so I do know that in 2 summers we are getting Percival in summer mode. I do know that much. So, I mean, poor Bedivere is the only Knight of the Round Table that does not have any form of swimsuit yet. He needs to get that fixed, I think. Isn't that right, everyone? You are insufferable. This is exactly what I would expect for myself if I'd ever actually killed someone. Countless other... You know, Ruler Moriarty, I feel like you're calling out me with that countless nondescript corpses we've left in our wakes. Because we definitely have the highest kill count in all of human history. You know, considering we've had a very personal hand in wiping out 5 completely alternate timelines. So I think we definitely qualify for, like, nobody knows. That's the kind of stuff Oberon doesn't like, though. Oberon doesn't want the stories of the Lost Belts to be forgotten. That's one of the reasons why I'm pointing it out. Because he loves the story. He wants the stories to maintain. And I hold on to the fact that, in canon, the fact that we have genocided 5 entire civilizations is just gotta be like a sword of Damocles hanging over the protagonist's head. It's gotta be something we lose sleep over. So, fair enough. Fair enough. So, are you saying that corpse isn't real? Of course it's not. It's comprised solely of matter. Ordinary matter that can be found all over this planet. Well, that's good to hear. We definitely don't want any victims if we can help it. Alright. However, what you did, what you did, good gracious, I need to learn how to read. I saw that what is why. What you did still tarnished an innocent human's dignity. Things would have been different if that had been Moriarty's dead body, but... Yanqing, what's the shade? So you're still not getting off the hook this time. That makes no sense. Are you forgetting there are no actual victims here? Oh, very well. I suppose this is a matter of heroic spirit's pride, Right, so I'm gonna beat this guy's ass. What about you two? Pass. I'll watch. So you've decided you're not qualified, isn't that right, Yanqing? Damn straight it is. It wouldn't be right for either of you to fight for some nameless human. That sort of stuff falls to a vigilante like me. Yeah, we're not that ordinary, but sure, we'll try and pass ourselves off as ordinary. Hell yeah, master. Alright then, let's get this battle to avenge a soulless lump of meat started. I still don't understand it. But if a fight will satisfy you, then I'll have to beat you at your own game, I suppose. I trust you're prepared for that, vigilante. You know it. Yeah, fight for the rights of a lump of meat that had no form of sentience whatsoever. It's a ruler. Yanqing, you're really not going to be doing much of anything here, my man. I'm sorry to say, you really are not going to be doing much of anything. Come on, Will, though. So do that, and bring in Castoria as well, I think, with her Bond CE. Yeah, Yanqing, you're cool and all, but you're gonna be playing second fiddle here, I think. Summer Cammy. Unless this is a break bar, which it's not, so yeah. It ain't easy being a vigilante. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Yanqing, but you're not gonna get a chance to do anything here, I think. Maybe. I mean, there's a good chance. There's a chance this doesn't do 200,000 damage. It's a 0% chance at this point, but there was a chance. Yes, I did do Extella. And Extella Link. Definitely not the best Fate stuff. Definitely not the best. I don't do well with those kinds of games. I am going to possibly do the remastered trilogy. Hey, Viper! Welcome to the stream. Happy things. Yeah, I do intend to do the Fate Stay Night remaster visual novel. I just need to figure out the best way to do it. Like, it's going good. I'm done with the event, essentially, and it's just cleaning up the extra quests at the end at this point. And I did get myself a Summer Skadi as well, so that is very nice. Got her on my second ticket. Yeah, I did an 11, a ticket, an 11, and then the next ticket had a Summer Skadi. So I'm very happy with that. It was even Rainbow Sparkles, which I've not had Rainbow Sparkles in a while. I didn't even get them for my Destiny spin. I see. I'm still not convinced, but I do understand now. I forswear, not seen that word before, toying with the dead, even imitation dead. You'll never end up like the older you if you keep that up. There is no need for that. I'll become the kind of Napoleon of crime I wish to be. Just wait. You'll see. He's not my future goal. Just a reminder of what not to aim for. MP3 Arash on JP. Yeah, I really am looking forward to 2 years from now when Summer Arash is a thing. Hopefully, at that point, I will have an income and can afford to splurge a little bit for her. Is this my rebellious phase? Rebelling against yourself, huh? That's pretty hardcore. You bumbling blockhead Baba Yaga. Oh, that rolls off the tongue nicely. You bumbling blockhead Baba Yaga. Please keep quiet, your majesties. Whatever. Yeah, Summer Rush, definitely hype. They just press the print the money. Oh yeah, extra record. I definitely do look forward to doing extra record. That has been officially announced for 2025, I think. I think extra record has been officially announced for 2025. And I know a lot of people are hoping that the CCC route gets in there as well. Which, to be honest, I would love to play through CCC. While I have made comments, Arash and Jalter are definitely on the waifu lists. Melt is my number 2 waifu. And I would love to see her origin story. You're actually okay with this, huh, Moriarty? Perhaps he'll become an even more irredeemable villain than me. Maybe even a hero or something. Either way, I look forward to seeing it. Laugh all you can. But I'm telling you now, I'm never going to end up the butt of a joke like you. I don't see you escaping that, but best of luck. I was just thinking the same. Me too. Me 3. Yeah, my first introduction to Fate, I think it was, So, I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations for this passed, but I do recall when I was a teenager, so I'm already established that I'm old, quote unquote, but so this is like 17 years ago or so. I roamed the 7 seas, as many people my age did back then, looking for visual novels, and I'm pretty sure I downloaded the original Fate Stay Night, and then when I looked up a walkthrough for it and saw how absolutely convoluted it was, I deleted it. But the true introduction was Unlimited Blade Works. I've never actually seen Studio Dean's Fate Stay Night. Never actually watched Studio Dean's Fate Stay Night, just because I've heard it's like an amalgamation of all 3 routes. But for me, it was Unlimited Blade Works, Zero, Apocrypha, Heaven's Feel, no, Apocrypha, Grand Order, Heaven's Feel, and then throw Extella link in there as well. Whatever happened to camaraderie, my comrades? I'll just wait, Master. You'll be sorry once you see how cool I end up. Trying to get someone to the VNs in 2000s rip, even now it's a bit of an ask. True. I mean, the reason I was into it back then was because of another visual novel I had played that was only available by sailing the Seven Seas, Katawa Shoujo. So I'm actually going to look up when was that released, because that will indeed date when I first technically ran into the Fate franchise. And so the case was closed. Our culprit, the usual suspect, but younger. Anyway, the glow's gone. Let's see. Katawa Shoujo, 2012. Okay, so 12 years ago. Really? Was it only? I mean, I guess closer to 13. No, it was not always available for free on their website. The links on their website linked to the Seven Seas download for it, because Katawa Shoujo was originally developed by users on 4chan, and that sort of got it a bad reputation, so they decided to play off that bad reputation by only making it available through sailing the Seven Seas. Because, I mean, it was free. Like, they never published it with money intentions, so can't say I care for that usual suspect remark, but I suppose I can't blame you either. Oh, it's coming to Steam. Yeah, I just saw that when I looked it up. So that just gives me more motivation. I definitely want to play Katawa Shoujo on stream as well. So that's another one. That is my first visual novel, and it definitely holds a special place in my heart. I really want to play that on stream. I just gotta give that dead eye a proper burial. It might have not had a name or a soul, but a corpse is still a corpse. Also, this section has been going off for a long time just because I keep getting lost on tangents. The other meaning you're thinking of, Viper. Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me. Remind me, Yanqing. We did see a dead body here, yes? Yeah, we did. And we came straight back out here after dealing with Moriarty, correct? Right. So why is the body gone? Good question. Maybe someone already buried it. Let's see if any nearby servants saw anything. To be fair, I'm pretty sure that I'm like most kids, like most teenagers my age around that time of the year, or that time of the internet, where the best way to get stuff was to sail the Seven Seas. I don't think there is anybody in my generation that was tech savvy that didn't do something like that. Well, I asked my staff as well, and none of them have any idea where it went. I found out one thing. Apparently someone saw a person they didn't recognize walking very unsteadily away from here. So, does that mean... I see three possibilities. One, a caster who knows how to manipulate corpses decided to move him for some reason. Sorry, Twitch culture of short, concise messages doesn't come naturally to me. Tend to throw people off from pressing A. You're fine. Honestly, I go on long tangents very often. If you end up watching the streams, like, maybe not so much at the beginning, but as I've streamed more, I have definitely grown more in confidence. I go off on long, rambling rants for quite some time. Sometimes they're theorizing, speculation on revelations, like during Olympus, when Romani reappeared, I'm pretty sure I went on an at least 10-minute long speculation on why Romani was back. So, no need to apologize, Leo. It's just something I tend to do. 2, the person they didn't recognize was someone else entirely, and a different person got rid of the corpse. 3, the person didn't recognize was the corpse. The person they didn't recognize was the corpse, and it somehow got up and started walking on its own. Somehow, like how? Well, perhaps it got its hands on a soul. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. Of course, we have no idea how or who could have done that. We asked the casters if they knew anything, but none of them did. Naturally, we also pressed the young Moriarty hard to see if he was hiding anything, but to no avail. The dead body was gone forever, and nobody knew where or how. Thank you, Leo. Thank you kindly. I do sometimes get my tongue tangled at times and need to repeat sentences, especially because talking this much does dry my mouth out something fierce, but thank you for the compliment. What was that dead body, anyway? Moriarty may have created it, but what happened to it afterwards? What was its purpose? Later, Master and I talked it over in private. Well, in a way, we servants are kind of like dead people walking, too. Maybe that body somehow found a soul, or one just came into existence. Of course, now that the singularity's been resolved, we'll never know what it was thinking, or how it ended up walking around on its own. I guess we won't, will we? So this probably counts as a ghost story. A story of how an artificial corpse somehow got a soul. Since the singularity is gone and the body with it, the case is technically closed, but if it were still alive, it'd make for one hell of a mystery. Master and I thought about it some more. We imagined some humanoid thing wandering around the North Pole, all alone. What would it subsist on? What would it be walking around looking for? If and when the bleaching of humanity is resolved. Maybe the people who live near the North Pole will see that thing themselves someday. Hey, you there. What the hell are you doing out here? If that were to happen, how would the thing react? At this point, we can't say anything for sure. All we know is, what was once a corpse continues to walk around on its own. What do you think, Master? Pretty chilling story, right? Perfect for summer. Wordless but looking pained, Master shook his head. Seeing that, I couldn't help but laugh a little. Anyway, that's a wrap for this pointless little ghost story. The only takeaway is that creepy knot in the pit of your stomach. Good grief. It wasn't too creepy. Gotta get through all these segments myself too, you always procrastinate. I mean, some people could argue that I procrastinate because I only ever do any sort of story stuff on stream. Like, I only level up my servants on stream as well, so one could argue that I procrastinate. Alright, so bonus quest, no unlicensed businesses. This is a simple matter of melting it up. Actually, there's a saber. You know what, screw it. Lambda for the win! I believe in my lamb. She can do it. But yeah, I mean, I did have to actually burn a fair few apples just to get to this point for today's stream. Oh, it's a servant! Dang it! Yeah, the 6 mil point ladder is quite something. That 6 mil point ladder is no joke, and I'm honestly wondering if I'm going to get it. But thankfully there is a huge multiplier the more you fix up the park. Excuse me. We'll do a BAQ. I think BAQ is for the best here. You just spam the blue apples? Yeah, I mean, I have over 800 golden apples, to be fair, so I'm saving them for a lotto event. And I actually didn't even touch my golden apples. I used bronze and silver apples to get to this point, so yeah. Do that. And BAQ. Again! I'm not getting as much NP generation here. So I have to do with a full Castoria routine. Okay, we still have one more loop at least. Yeah, I didn't even bother with the final 2 quests. Those are just, like, painful. I did them once, each, and then it was like, you know, let's not. Just because those were, like, the super highest difficulty quests, like 3 single-turn nodes. I mean, I do have the Dioscuri, so there's a chance I could 3-turn them. The chance is there that I could 3-turn. Wow, I actually did it. I wasn't even paying attention to my damage, how much damage I had dealt. Yeah, I mean, it was what, 1 million HP and Kido at the very end of it? That was more than a little ridiculous. So I decided, you know, this might be the best node for currencies, but no. Alright, that's the Arctic Demonic Castle. Hawaiian Genji. This is the last of the bonus quests for more Ortlands. And just use the same squad. Yeah, I mean, I possibly could have 3-turned it with the Dioscuri Double Castoria Wombo. Use Doman, Nito, and support Skadi. Okay. I honestly don't know how Doman plays, so I have no real say on how that would go. Customer fighting against the waves, customer fighting against the pool. Oh, Spartacus, what did you just do to yourself? Rebel against the fight, swing against the pools. That would be a Spartacus thing. That would definitely be a Spartacus thing. So, when Guts is triggered, increase charge by 1, 3 Guts. Okay. I don't know how quick I will proc this Guts here. Summer Oi, using Summer Mason. It's been a while since you used her. Yeah. I'm very much at fault for only using some select servants for my main DPS, and then really struggling when the ladder events come around, because I have no idea how to use all of my various servants that I have leveled up. I'm very much guilty of that. But Summer Oi, huh? I mean, she does probably get a benefit. Classic B. She does probably get some sort of damage buff for this event, more so than the Dioscuri. Summer Oi with Castoria. So, next out of the damage CE for 200% damage boost and 50% starting charge. A single Castoria gives 50. Summer Oi does have her own battery, I want to say. You suck at this game, stress me out. Like, stab it, dang it. It's fate, gotta push through. Yeah. I'm in the position I'm in with my roster just because I wailed pretty damn hard very early on in my Fate career. I wailed out pretty darn hard pretty early on. I'm talking like, this was before I was doing schooling full-time and had a full-time job. Every month, I got the most expensive quartz pack. I think I technically qualify as a dolphin with how much I've spent. But despite my impressive roster, there are a lot of servants that I have that I have no idea how to use. Like, I have no idea how to loop with Melusine. You basically start at Doman's 3rd skill, go down every turn if you want the 3rd skill, her turn to work most of the time. Okay. And let's do a BAQ. Finish her off. Hopefully finish her off at least. Yeah, I've got quite some powerhouse servants, but some of them I don't know how to use, and some of them aren't even leveled up. But that's mainly because I've left who I level up into the hands of my audience. Because a little bit below the stream, you'll see a giant image of a Ember, and that should link to a document where you spend channel points to decide to put a single point into putting a servant up or down on the ladder of priority for who gets leveled up next. Because I'm a masochist, and that has resulted in both of the Koyans being at the near the very bottom of the list. Just because some people like to watch me suffer, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Alright, so this is the final story-esque quest before the challenge. Nope, there's another one in Waka Waka Arisland. Never mind that statement. Alright, to those of you who shine like the sun. Let's see what we're dealing with. You've got some 5 stars you've rolled before and never used. Yeah, that's most of my 5 stars that are not leveled up. To be fair, though, sometimes I just roll because I like the servant. ... Thank you for speaking for me, Annette. I think you're right, Annette. We might be lost. Where's Aris? Maybe we should head back to the ship now. What's up? The Fairy Knights. Hang on. I was discussing earlier about how maybe some later event in this will foreshadow the fact that the Fairy Knights are getting some summer forms next year, but this is seeming like the foreshadowing. Oh, aren't you? You must be the Gareth of proper human history. That's kind of a mouthful, so I'm just gonna go with Gareth. Yes, that's me. This is our first time visiting this area. What of you? Oh, that's my second mother. Oh, Balbon is not happy with that! I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Aw, poor Gareth. I can't believe I just said that. Now what do I do? And what's worse, that was the loss about Lady Morgan, too. Why did I have to call her mother of all things? I can't believe I did that. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. Yo! Don't be so hard on yourself, a little mistake is nothing to get in a twist over. The Mother Wars have started. Oh, the Mother Wars started a long time ago, didn't they? Or they will truly start when Tiamam shows up. Ibuki Doshi. So you're in your cheerleader ascension now, huh? It looks awesome. Thanks. But listen, Gareth, I can see you're kind of down on yourself, so cheer up, okay? I mean, I almost brought Chaldea's whole journey to an end, you know? Multiple times. And it wasn't even a singularity or a lost version of me. It was just me, one of Master's servants. But I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm not even sad. In fact, I'm bursting with cheer. Oh, you're so strong, but I guess that's how it is with gods. No, not really. The truth is, I still don't really get humans. It's not that I want to end humanity, but I don't really see the point in going to all this trouble to bring them back. Not when all Earth is just one big mass of pure endless white. Doman says my mind was built differently than all of yours. That maybe gods don't even have hearts in the way humans think of them. Maybe that's true. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just a god without a heart, and I'll never understand humans. No, I don't think that's right. In fact, I'm sure it's not. I'm positive you have a heart. Huh? You did all that because you wanted Master to have fun, right? And you wanted to grant Skadi's secret wish, too. Yeah, none of our servants ever get into any sort of shenanigans. I would not say I hate Summer Ibuki, but I'm not exactly enamored with her like most people are. I know she's popular because she is like a meta arts looping AoE berserker or something like that, but she definitely feels very much over the top to me, especially this ascension that she is currently hanging out in. Honestly, that is very much a bit too much. But I'm what they call an altar, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm a wild Mitama. Even so, you still have a heart. No, maybe that's not quite right. Maybe it's more like you're trying to have one. I'm sorry, I don't know much about complicated stuff like how you define exactly what a heart is in a sense. You must say you hate her due to me not getting her. Just lie. And I hate her. I'm not gonna say what you said because, you know, I feel like, you're saying that because you want to do that. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But maybe not, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But that connotation is definitely there. That's why I do not use the F word in context with any person, because it could very easily be misconstrued. So, yes, that is why you will never hear me saying F somebody, because that would imply I wish to do so. Thank you very much. But there is one thing I do know. What's that? You're human where it counts. I am. The way I see it, dragons, beasts, and sometimes even fate itself take on human form precisely because they care about humans. Yeah, maybe you're right. I am doing this all for you. Humans, aren't I? Exactly! Oh, you're so precious it hurts. Special translation, right? My Gareth is something special. Yeah, you are right. Looks like you cheered me up instead. Okay. Gareth, for being so wonderful, so strong, so kind, and so precious, I'm going to cast an extra special charm on you. Woo, woo, go, Gareth. You can do it, Gareth. Well, all of a sudden, I'm practically bursting with energy. This is basically an immigration spell, right? That's right. But that's not going to help at all. I just made a horribly embarrassing mistake. I just called someone I'm not even related to Mother. And to make a real long story short, she's not the sort of person who's going to appreciate it at all. That's why I'm so filled with regret, and using Magecraft to cheer myself up feels like the coward's way out. You know, Gareth, do not imply that about Morgan. She definitely is much chiller now that she is no longer the queen of her lost belt. Now, don't worry. This will only peps your body up. It doesn't affect your mind. I see. So now that your body's feeling better, how about we work up a good sweat together? Wait, what? Combat mode, go. Here I come. Okay, it is a solo fight. That means that this is going to be pretty simple. At least this feels shorter than the last one. You need to spell it for myself, you get no motivation. Okay, really, game? Really? You're throwing not only Ibuki, but fish at me as well? That's just not fair. Ibuki should definitely be first priority, though. Yes. That can probably wait. Yeah, we'll do this too. Excuse me. And then, B-A-Q. The classic that has only gotten stronger. But I mean, don't we all need that kind of magic to just give ourselves extra pep? That'd be very nice. Aw, oh, come on. Why couldn't... Ibuki, you were supposed to do something so I could have gotten a full charge. B-A-Q. Because we will NP Ibuki defeat next turn. Good. And then B-A-Q. Gotta love the BAQ. I'm so happy they gave Brave Chains buffs on this recent anniversary. It's so nice. I forgot Summer Gareth was AoE. Very well done, Gareth. Very well done. Alright. Wow, you really are strong. Huh, that's weird. Now that I've worked up a sweat, I feel strangely better. Did your spell do that too? No, you just worked off the embarrassment. No way. Really? Looks like I read you right. You're a heroic spirit, a figure from the past. Your life may be over, but your soul still shines bright. And I think that soul's true essence is a bright, happy, heroic young girl. In fact, I bet it's even brighter than the sun. That bright. Special translation, I know just what you mean. Your little mistake wasn't a big deal at all. You know what Master told me a while ago? He said a lot of kids called their lady teachers Mom and Mommy by mistake. Really? Really? And that's pretty much what you did. So don't worry, everyone's done stuff like that. The cap she's wearing makes me think Gareth would have made a wonderful Amazon employee. Yeah, I gotta admit, I actually kind of like Gareth's ascension here more than her other ascensions for the summer. Like, it's simple, but it's good. I honestly enjoy this ascension more than her weird swimsuit night outfit, and even just her swimsuit in general. She just looks relaxed and like she's just fine to chill in this and have fun. I don't know. I definitely prefer this ascension. But it's so embarrassing. Just thinking about it makes me want to hide in a hole somewhere. Tomboy. Very much tomboy feels. Definitely get the tomboy feels there, Viper. True. You bear a good point. And it's okay to feel that way. It proves your soul still has the glow of youth. So hold your head high. Your soul, your pride will never be so much as scratched. Your name and the way you live your life shines so brightly, even people from other worlds can't help but notice. I'm shining bright. That's right. Woo! I'm shining bright. You got it. Yeah. Yeah! I really do feel better. Thank you so much for taking all this time to cheer me up, Ibuki Doji. Oh no, thank you. Oh, your spirit origin, it's changing. And there it goes. I think my mystic sword reacted to my change of heart. I mean, don't get me wrong, that ascension isn't that bad, but I definitely prefer the first ascension. Well, look at you. You're awesome before, and now you're even more awesome. Yay! Spirit Origin Ascension, huh? Seems that beautiful Eastern goddess has done some fine work here today. Indeed, when I suggested she go help Gareth after she said she wanted to cheer somebody on, I never thought it would turn out this well. Brave Shine? That's the thing from the start of Unlimited Blade Works Abridged, is it not? Which is also an amazingly great series. And I very much look forward to the next episode whenever that comes out. Thank you again, Ibuki Doji. I'm going to go apologize to her properly. I don't think you did anything to apologize for, but okay. If that's what you want to do, then do it. Even if she doesn't forgive you, I definitely will. No, I won't just forgive you, I'll congratulate you. Thank you. I only changed in the Spirit Origin on a whim at first, but I think I'm going to keep cheering these children on for a while. I want to see them shine bright a little while longer. Be careful, it can be real slippery around the pool. That's right, every soul in this world shines brightly. And since I seem to have messed up pretty big, I want to at least keep cheering them on for as long as I'm in the Spirit Origin, because I don't want these bright shining souls to lose heart. No matter how dark or difficult the path they may walk may be. You've not seen Unlimited Blade Works. It's definitely not as good as other iterations of the Fate franchise, but I mean, Babylonia is peak Fate anime, in my honest opinion, but they definitely get there, and I did enjoy Unlimited Blade Works on the first watch that I did. It was nice to see one of the paths that started it all. Alright, now this is the final non-challenge mode quest of the summer. Wriggling Jet Black Schwartz Knot. Or Natched. I don't know how to pronounce that word. N-A-C-H-T. How do you pronounce that word? N-A-C-H-T. It's night. That is German for night.
Nacht.
Nacht. Nacht. Thank you, Google. We've not seen this ascension of Eris, have we? I like this ascension of Eris. Unlimited Blade Works is one of the highly guards, like you're either a Unlimited Blade Works or Zero, but anything else is pretty... Honestly, I think the only ones that rated lowly was the attempt at a Fate Extra anime. I know that went poorly. I know that there is the argument between Zero and Unlimited Blade Works, but both were made by Ufotable, and both are amazing graphically at points. I liked both of them quite nicely. Let's see. Apocrypha was pretty good. It had some awesome battle scenes. Babylonia and Solomon was good. Camelot was good. They definitely should have stuck with one studio through the whole thing. Heaven's Feel was good. And Prilia was okay. Definitely better towards the end when things got serious for Prilia, though. Guten Abend. Welcome to the Ice Wanderer at night. I think you all know why I've called you here tonight. I've got an inkling. Hell yeah, I do. I have no clue. Oh no, Ilio! In fact, what am I even doing here? You seem totally different than you do during the day. What's with that? Were you just pretending to be a bumbling idiot as part of your Waku Waku Eris land bit? Bumbling? No, I was still being myself. I guess I'm pretty easily influenced by my ascensions. Part of you haven't seen it is because you want to go blind to FSN, but you also don't have much energy to set down for anime. That's fair. Completely fair. Definitely from what I've heard is that the visual novels are better in that they more vocalize Shiro's inner monologue. Something that doesn't really get captured in a lot of anime. But I mean, even still, there's going to be parts of the VN that are not in the anime, like all the bad ends. That is one of the reasons I'm probably going to be, when I do stream FSN, I'm going to be doing it blind because, I mean, it's not truly blind because I know how things are going to go, but I want to see how many bad ends I stumble into. You know. Especially on the Fate route, because like I said, I know next to nothing about the Fate route, so I imagine I'm going to stumble into a lot of bad ends. It's like they reflect different aspects of myself, kind of like a split personality. I see. So this is your dark side, huh? It is, isn't it? I guess if you want to call it that. Either way, I definitely don't want Waku Waku Eris land to becoming a thing. So I never did decide on an official name for my area. Maybe something like Magecraft Skyscrapers, Zauber Wolkenkratzer, or Flickering Ring of Destiny. I don't speak German, Eris. Let's see. Hitzschleier Rod des Schicksals. You know what? You... Eris, why are you making me bring out Google Translate? Okay, let me think. It's gotta be German to English, because that's definitely what this is. So you're trying to transfer accidentally slip pierce yourself with Excalibur bad endo. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be... The bad ends are gonna be hilarious, I'm sure. Let's see. Hetz es Schleier. If I missed an E. Or Lear. Rad des Schicksals. So, the proper translation is Heat Veil Wheel of Destiny. So now, let's hear the pronunciation.
Hitzeschleierrad des Schicksals.
I butchered the pronunciation. Oh, man. What? Poor Ilya. What is with the German? I might be very, very slightly part German, but I do not speak the language. Let's see. Kugelschreiber. That's easy. I have no idea what that means. Kugelschreiber. Ballpoint. What the heck? Ballpoint pen? Why? Why ballpoint pen? Why would you name your amusement park area Ballpoint Pen?
Kugelschreiber.
I pronounced it right at least. Eisbein. Literally is Eisbein. Make everybody 10 times more attractive. You're not wrong.
Eisbein.
Eisbein? Really? Eisbein? Okay. Gesellschaft. Company. Gesellschaft. Company. So, Ballpoint Pen Eisbein Company. What are you all naming this place? What, you want to know what that all means? Doesn't matter. What do you care? What do you think, Eliasville? I'd like to hear your opinions, too. I mean, you're a native German. This should be child's play. That is why Ilya was invited, because she's German. Oh, that's great. Huh? Is that why she invited me here? Child's play, but I am a child and I was raised in Japan. For some reason I feel weirdly pressured to not refuse though. I think those are cool names. Do you really mean that? Schnitzel, what's it? Who can pronounce any of that? What's wrong with Waku Waku Arisland? And she seems seriously shocked. This can't be good. Well, your area is basically kind of sea-themed amusement park, so maybe we take the German word for the sound of waves lapping against rocks. I think that's Schwap. Let's find out. Does Ilya, despite being raised in Japan, know some semblance of German? Does Prilya, to be specific? Swish. I guess, you know, swish, splash, close. And spell your name in more German way. That would be Elise, I think. Land in German is just land, so... You think? Fake fan. I'm not a fake fan. I'm not. I've got countless of hours of YouTube. Land is country! Okay, you know what? Let's try the English side. Okay, I gotta swap the translations. Okay, yes, so land in English is just land in German. Okay. We're good there, Ilya. We're good. No one tries to learn German. It's just a bunch of random sounds put together. Maybe Schwab Elisland, though I guess that's pretty close to what you have now. Let's see here.
Schwab Eliseland.
I mean, okay. Hey, not bad. It's got a nice kind of flair to it. Exotic. Schwappeliesland. I knew I could count on you, Iliasvale. You are the last cog I needed to get the wheels of fate turning. What? Your friend, Edefeld, told me about you. Oh, no. Ilya's the light that set me free. She helped me realize things about myself that had never even occurred to me. I never could have done it without her. I get it. Magical girls are great. Some more dojins here. Okay, let's see. What kind of dojins? Because we got a glimpse at some of the dojins. If this game ever makes you translate again, someone will be losing their friends. It's gonna happen, Viper. It's gonna happen. Let's see. So we have an Ibuki. Looks like a schoolgirl comma dojin. Umu. Hard to tell. A sort of butler-maid duo dojin featuring Mo and Fran. We see the Castoria Muramasa one again. We see the Karna Arjuna one again. Trying to see. Who else is there? Is that maybe a Stolfo in the upper right corner? That looks like it might be a Stolfo in the upper right corner. It's hard to tell. It's a very blurry image. Yeah, I do wish I could have read some of these dojins as well. And beneath is again the Mo Fran. I see Jaguar Man mangas. Himiko is at the bottom. Ushi and Kichiro is above Himiko. Okay, I don't think... Oh, I see Nemo. Yeah, I don't really see any other new things, though. So that's why. It is my secret duty to acquire the full collection of Ilia goods and Ilia... Miyu. They are obsessed with each other. That is my grand order. That part, I don't get. But whatever makes you happy. Ilia and Miyu are so obsessed with each other. What were you doing there anyway? She said she couldn't go in that section alone, so I went with her. I don't even want to ask what section she's talking about. That's a little worrying. Oh, poor Ilia. For that matter, are you even that much older than her, Reese? Well, I'm part of the Night Watch that protects Akihabara, so... That's not an answer. Anyway, here's what I really wanted to talk to you guys about. No. On second thought, it'd be faster if I just showed you. Start the simulation. You have to ask how good the books were. Oh, we're getting a full support lineup. Yeah, sure, this will do fine. Ooh. You mean how good the dojins were that they found? Hang on, did stream just crash? Or did FGO just crash? Okay, just because my laptop that I have running my stream manager wasn't showing anything but a loading circle. FGO? Hello? Can Alien walk anywhere without being dragged into shenanigans? She wants to rival Master. That is an excellent point, Leo. I don't think she can. Ilia is just sort of a magnet for all those. And it's just hilarious that she was trapped in the true horror side of that event. Poor, poor Ilia. Okay, yeah, so let's try retrying. It's been a while since this has actually happened. It has been a while. Okay. Let's press that. Fully close FGO. And reboot. What's a VCR? Oh, yeah, that point. That point. Ilia, you knew how to shoot somebody through the heart, didn't you? Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. I would continue the song, but talking about that with regards to Ilya is a little bit on the creepy side. Specifically, Prilia Ilya. Because Sitanai Ilya is at least 18. So. Okay. What is going on here? Is there some issues with FGO? That too. Is FGO having issues right now? Or maybe it's just this quest? Excuse me. Try again, but don't try to continue the quest. Okay, so it's getting to this point, fine. So, abort quest. Okay. So we're fine now. Now what if I try this again? Is it gonna encounter the same bug? Skip the story segment because we've already seen it. Okay, I don't know what was going on there, but it's fixed. Alright, let us see. Nobody in this squad is AoE except for Ilya, who is in the back line. Okay. Arts chain. Or quick chain. Bleh. $43 stars. Arts. Now the arts chain. Okay. Yes. Worth using. Not really needed. Sure. Might be a waste of stars, but it's fine. Sure. Won't hurt. Not necessary. Not necessary. Sure. I think I heard it's gonna be like $30 or so. Let's see here. Let's see. Does Steam have an official price listed yet? Since it comes out in like 48 hours or so. Cannot deny the power of a BAQ. Excuse me. Right, Reese and Shelter are both NP ready. We'll let Shelter's NP go off. Nope. Never mind. They have not yet announced it, but it comes out in 1 day and 14 hours. Let's see. Minimum system requirements are listed. Some curators have reviewed this product. What do the curators' reviews say? I don't know how curators reviews things. Yeah, I don't know what this is all about. So I'm not going to try and figure it out. Dante's. Random Dante's. Okay. That. And we have an Aris chain. That was not a lot of damage, Reese. Bye, Shelter. And actually, Elliot, are you AoE or single target? You are AoE. Thought so. Okay, so I see you have a chain. Get the curse going there. Ilya, do you have any support skills? No. Maybe. Reese counts as a child servant. Interesting. BQQ. It's definitely long overdue that we finally get FSN. Definitely long overdue. But it's an appreciated thing that we're finally getting it. Yeah, Dante's might be a little much here, game. I think they might have gone a little overboard with throwing Dante's at us. Maybe just a bit. Actually, Oi did a fair bit of damage there, I think. Yeah, maybe not. We might got this. We might have this. I think we've got this. Never mind. We did not get thrown overboard here. Unless Dante wants to crit like that. You don't need to crit like that, Dante's. You know what, Ilya? You get to finish this fight off. Go, Ilya! Finish off Dante's! Well done, Ilya. Well done. Miu will be very happy to hear that you took down Dante's. Toto-sama is quite OP, indeed. Oh, and it's another battle node. Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with. An explanation for why Dante's appeared? Ha why are we practicing laughing? I figured a big crazy laugh was the key to being an Avenger. Is it? I don't think Jolter has a crazy laugh. Nor does Lobo. Or Gorgon. Or Yoshitsune. Yeah, I think you might just be seeing things there, Reese. Frickin' what? What the hell are you babbling about? That's only part of being an Avenger. It's not even a big part. Jolter, no. Well, I've always done better with a model to follow than I have trying to figure things out on my own. Okay, but what is the model you're following? I also don't see what the point of the simulated battle was. I can't imagine the real Count will be happy about this. You think? Maybe you're right. I just thought imitation was the best way to learn the fundamentals. I don't have Gorgon, so I honestly don't know. She doesn't even realize she's mocking him. She honestly thinks he's a model for how to be an Avenger. But this is still freaking nuts. So you want to learn how to be an Avenger? That's it? Yeah, that's it. Now that I've been summoned in the Avenger class, I want to do it properly. Hey, J6, welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. I want to prove I can fight at Caldea, and I want to live up to Master's expectations of me. Just like how Ilya's Veil is trying to master the ways of the magical girl. That thought never even crossed her mind. Good point. Now that Ilya is better known as Archer class swimsuit servant, she'll need more attention-grabbing, entertaining accidents if she's going to top the reader poll. You got back from a 3-day con yesterday. You your grapple 1 3 times. Nice! Congrats, J6. Congrats. What kind of con was it? Just a normal con, or was it a specifically themed con? Hush, Ruby. I don't need you making this any more difficult. Ah, now I get you. So that's what you're fretting over. Feeling like you don't pass an Avenger muster, eh? So you want to train till you do, yeah? Anime con? Fair. Okay, I guess I can help out a fellow library regular and niche fiction fan if you want. But first, you gotta get your shit together. Okay, thanks. You know, Aris, you're still missing a good bit of gumption. You got a cap with Lunal etched onto it. That's cool. Definitely prefer Sol Galeo, but, you know, considering Sol is in my name, that might not be too surprising. Gumption? I'm sorry, I don't actually know what that word means. Take me, for example. Deep down, I'm just an ukiyo-e artist with no damn connection to Holy Grails, Wars, or Magecraft. Well, my servant class may as well just be some random thing they tacked on after the fact. So remember that when I tell ya, it ain't about whether you can or will be something. It's about whether you want to be. Sounds just like another wonky ideology to me. Someone else got the Sol Galeo cap? Jealous. So if you want to be a true Avenger, it's your determination that's got to get you there. If you want to be an artist, you got to actually make art. And if you're a servant, well, your only shot's fighting. I see. At least, I think I see. I'll help too, even though I won't actually be any help. Ruby, what are you doing? Uh-oh. Who are we now? Is it an Aris solo against the other three? No, it's not. I can't actually change the lineup here. An Ampharos plushie with a head is bigger than the rest of the bop. You got an Ampharos plushie bobblehead. Why Bazette and Sumanai? That's so random. An Avenger. Impressive. I'm sorry for being a saber suited to summer. Oh, Sumanai. Sumanai. You know what? Sure, let's do Boundary on the Underworld path. And a classic BAQ. Decorative mini plate with the Piplup flying. It's being carried by a Rowlet. That sounds adorable. That honestly sounds adorable. Alright, so now we do Reaper. And target Sumanai here. But J6, did you, in the con I found art selling posters and you brought 4 of them. What were the 4 posters of? But also, have you heard the good news for what is happening in JP? Jeez, poor Reese is getting hammered. We got another BAQ lined up here. Sure. Sure, for some more stars. And that should do. Yeah, that'll do. This one is much easier than the last. At least as long as we finish off Bazette before she gets her NP off. If Bazette gets her NP off, I have no idea how we're going to handle this. I don't have my NP, sadly. But Jolter has hers. Jolter, unleash the darkness inside. Do the Dragon of the Darkness flame, Jolter. There's a Slowpoke on top of rice surrounded by sushi, a Psyduck getting cozy inside omurice, a Joltik standing on top of cream puffs at its nibbling, and a spiral swimming in a lemonade. Spiral swimming in a lemonade. You mean Spinda? Oh, Spheal. Spheal. Gotcha. When you said Spiral, I was thinking of Pokemon that had spirals, and I thought of Spinda because spirally eyes. Yeah, autocorrect can be a pain. Fighting back-to-back battles is definitely tiring. Hey, Aris, why did you ask me here? You could have gone to the Avenger me, but instead you came to me, the Berserker. You're the same thing, Jolter. No. We know you are the same instance. There's one Jolter. One. Actually, wait. I just got a bad feeling about this. I'm warning you now. Your answer might get you paraded as a criminal through town. Well, I guess. Between drawing manga, reading manga, and napping, you seem like you had nothing better to do. Alright, come here. I'm gonna break my foot off in your ass. Come on, Shelter. Let's just take it easy, okay? I think the real reason I asked you all here is that I don't understand myself very well. Because I don't think I should pass up an opportunity to see myself from another perspective. That's the best way I can put it. I'm honestly not sure whether you're an optimist or a pessimist. At least that's the explanation I just came up with. Having second thoughts about not beating your ass? Shelter, if you need help drawing stuff, maybe I can lend you a hand. No, hell yes! Please, I'm about 5 seconds away from a deadline and I'm going nuts! Can you drop the tones? Alright, digital's not your thing, is it? Shit! This seems familiar. Have we had this talk before? No, don't worry. I pretty much got the knack for those tablet thingies with some help from Batty. You won a bunch of battles against the Montreal Pokemon League, so you won 12 out of 18 badges. With Pokemon Scarlet Violet? Between them being in swimsuits and they can change into separate entities is always kind of inconsistent, just write it as it go. That's pretty cool, J6. Pretty solid team then you got. I'm guessing 18 badges, so each gym was a different type then, and you just couldn't take out 6 of the types? I know, by the way, Leo, that Summer Hokusai is specifically a separate spirit origin from normal Hokusai, but everybody else, before this little comment from Jolter, can just freely swap in between their forms. My savior. I'm not proud of this, but reading manga is as involved as I can get there. Last time I tried to draw something, the results were catastrophic. Time crunch thing. Fair, J6 fair. I think it's still too soon for me to be helping out with Dojin, especially after what I saw when I noticed a classmate drawing one of their own. So you're basically already experienced. Great! You're in. Come on. To deadline, help we go! How did this happen? This is the opposite of what I wanted. Poor Ilya. Thanks, everyone. I think I got what I was looking for. Who's gonna enforce the labor laws? All of humanity's wiped out. Nobody's gonna enforce them labor laws. Poor Ilya, though, indeed. Pokemon Terrarium with the Spheal. You sure do like Spheal, don't you, J6? Avengers, a servant class devoted to retribution. I doubt any of them became Avengers by choice. One only becomes an Avenger by swearing vengeance upon someone. Or something, because I'm pretty sure Lobo swore vengeance on all of humanity. At least so one might typically think. Why'd you just put in a bunch of blank spaces, and then obviously there, Leo? I found a Honkai figurine featuring your favorite character, but it costs 350. Good gracious. That's ridiculous. Figures are expensive. It's not always the case, especially in Holy Grail Wars. Take Shelter's alternative, who Commander Giles Durais made with the power of a Holy Grail. Corrupted La Poussière, sworn to seek vengeance upon her motherland, an embodiment of trauma neither France nor the Church can ever fight. And then there are cases like Celery, where the Avenger is himself a victim of the public's delusions. Your budget was 200? Fair. Very fair, J6. Celery was believed to have been jealous of Mozart's success and was wrongfully blamed for his death. His is the legend of the Man in Grey. At the time, an anonymous person who commissioned a requiem from Mozart which ended up being his final composition. These are the vicious rumors of a man so deathly envious of genius that they gave rise to Antonio Salieri, the Avenger. I think Salieri is probably the sort of Avenger most like me at this point. Certainly more than the Count of Monte Cristo, who's practically the poster child of Avengers everywhere. I never wanted to become an Avenger. I didn't even want to know what they were. The truth is, I wanted a reason that would help me avoid ever becoming one. But it's too late. Too late. Evil spirits will never let me off the hook now. Not when I've actually started to enjoy wielding this abhorrent power. Also, there was a good chance you didn't win anything from the raffle. I was fine with buying tickets since the money was actually being donated to charity. That's good. Charity donation stuff is always nice. Voyager! Are you done? Yeah. Did you find what you were looking for? Uh-huh, I did. Found a reason I could accept, even if it's not all that I wanted. Then I guess this means you found yourself. Huh? Not sure that's how I'd care to put it. Makes it sound like I've just been spinning my wheels. Could you at least call it an identity crisis or something? Okay, if you insist. I don't want to hear any resignation in your voice now. Now you're just being unreasonable. Sibling bond, a recent Voyager. How did you screw with the organizers that were doing a Nuzlocke? That's a question of how. Alright. Yeah, essentially that is how it works. You claim the reward and you say who you want to put 1 point in or take 1 point away from. And I will update it live. No guarantee that I'm going to be doing any level ups today, though. Alright, so we have essentially cleared everything here, except for the fact that there is still almost 3 million points I need to get. So that's going to be fun. And I still need to get 1,200 bricks. So that's going to be fun. But for now, let's do the high difficulty Arctic, excuse me, summer memory. Steno, just get her on the board. Alright, Steno is getting a +1. Since I did recently get her. Alright, so, breaking Thrud and Hilder's gauges will increase the number of enemy slots. Each possesses skills that activate on death, so be careful not to defeat them all at once. Okay, so that... Release a Mon, end your run, control a turn, revive a Mon, or get a second encounter. That's actually pretty cool. That'd be a very cool way of doing a Nuzlocke. It brings me back to the good old days of when Twitch played Pokemon Red. I remember those days. Feels like they were just yesterday that it was a big sensation where Twitch played Pokemon Red. I remember those days. Alright, so given that we know it's going to be Thrud and Hilder, at least Thrud and Hilder, I do wonder if it changes depending on who you chose. So I know there's going to be 2 assassins, so I'm going to go with a classic composition for this challenge quest. I need the Skadi. And sorry, Kama, you're cool, but I can't go AoE here. That's hilarious. Dressed up as... I kind of want to know why they dressed up as Jesus, but at the same time, it's like... That's just hilarious. You know, I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to go with this rather than the standard K-scope play I normally do. Alright, and then backline support, we are going to go ahead and throw the rest of the support squadron in. So you, Castoria, and Merlin without his CE. Or not Merlin, because Merlin is too expensive. So, bye Merlin! Alright. And we will go with our battle uniform as well, so we can swap things around. And yeah, this will do. Let's see what we're dealing with. It sounds like it's just going to be Thrud and Hilder. So, let's find out. Oh, and by the way, J6, since you haven't been here in a while, I did roll your waifu. Completely by accident, but she came home. Oh, it's just Thrud. Let me show you how brave you are. Debuff immune and an arts resistance. Oof. Oh. Thrud. You kind of got dealt a bad... Oh, she's got a debuff immunity. 3 turns, 2 left. Yeah, it's worth saving. I should have checked what she had. So she has arts and debuff immunity. Yeah. Okay. I chose the best Valk of them all, Ortland. She is my Valkyrie waifu. Alright, and that should be good for now. I just need to hope I don't get an NP to the face here. That should do. This should be the first bar done. Speaking of Roly Shiki, you got her NP 8, 1 NP, 1 multi. Nice! Congrats on that, J6. Congrats. What's her damage value? Over 1 million? Oh, so close. So close. She was MP7 before Annie. Nice. So there's... Now it's Hilda. Look how strong we are, Master. Alright, and Gareth is coming in. Son of a biscuit. That's annoying, actually. That's honestly kind of annoying. Well, I'm still going to carry out my plan here. Swap out Skadi for Castoria. Do that. And we're going to go for a BAQ here. Damn, Gareth was a surprise. And now Castoria has the NP focus, or has the target focus on her. I might be fine here, though. I'm fine. Okay, good job, Melt. Good job. And I do have another Melt NP, thank goodness. Asclepius. Oh, I didn't even see that there's even more. I didn't see that more servants got added to the roster. Okay. Do that. And do that. And do that. Your sister got you a mini Slowpoke plush. That's sweet. And of course, they definitely saved the best Valk for last here. I'm glad that they realized that, with Ortland being the final break bar. Straight NP resistance up. Okay, that smacked. That smacked hard. How long is that invincibility for? 1 full turn. Son of a biscuit. The debuff immunity is gone, so let's stun Ortland. Get rid of Asclepius. It didn't... Okay, that's weird. Why did Melt not get rid of that invincibility? Why didn't Melt get rid of the invincibility? Hang on, that makes no sense. Her NP is supposed to remove buffs. Perfectly understandable there, J6. Perfectly understandable. Okay, we are probably going to end up doing a full wipe here and need to revive. So, let's do this. B, A, Q. Get as much damage in on Ortland here as we can. I think it's just a general buff removal from Melt's NP. So it should have cleansed the invincibility that was on Asclepius. Should have, but did not. Okay, I need to focus Asclepius down. He's healing them far too much. But without Melt here, we're going to be very hard pressed to do 30k damage a turn. So I think that's what Asclepius is healing. Or not, he's not healing them anymore. What does Lady A do on death? NP charge increases by 1 each turn when she dies. Debuff immune to all allies. That's dangerous. Considering he's not healing them anymore, change gears to Lady A. Also, I need to see how long that NP resistance buff Ortland has lasts for. Because if I can outlast that, I will use all my command spells, Revive and Slaughter. Oh, of course, they gave him the guts. Okay, Ortland, how long does this last? One more turn. Okay, that's good. Castoria, just stay alive for one more turn. In fact, just use your skills. We'll do a B, A, Q. Get some more damage in. Ortland's NP will wipe everybody but Castoria. Probably. Or not. It wiped nobody. Okay. Unexpected results. Just keep hammering Ortland down then. I guess we managed to beat Ortland down before we have to command Steel Res, then we can focus Asclepius down next. B, A, Q. Although Lady A is also quite resistant to most of our efforts here. Okay. Final turn of being alive. Skadi gets that defense debuff right away. That's great. We'll do a BAQ to deal some decent damage to Ortland. Skadi might survive another turn. Depending on what okay, Skadi survives another turn. Buff yourself, Skadi. And do another BAQ. So Ortland will go down here, is what it seems. Okay. So when we command seal revive, we take down Asclepius first with melt and P. Unless we have a melt brave chain, then maybe we take down Lady A. Or we survive another turn. Or we can take another turn. Good gracious here. BAQ again on Yanqing. Some more damage in. Okay. By the power of my command seals, rise my servants. I want to be AQ. This might actually take down both Asclepius and Yanqing. It very well might. Over 1 million damage, very nice. Ah, right, the heal. I forgot about the heal. But it doesn't matter because Melt crits like a beast. Doman. What did you just do? Tried to do something and you cursed. I didn't see everything though. Alright. Let's eliminate Doman first. Bring Cass in. And throw that on you. And you know what, let's get an attack boost, because why not? I like attack boosts. So this should eliminate Doman, which will leave just Lady A, who does not have an offensive NP. So even with the class disadvantage of being an alter ego versus pretender, we should be fine. Enough curses there, Doman. Yeah, we're fine. Game, set, match. Alright. And we even get a Melt Brave Chain to end it all off here. Alright. Honestly, one of the easier challenge quests in recent history. One of the easier ones in recent history. Yeah, that is definitely a bit of a gripe. You can't catch everything that happens. It happens so quickly. Though, if you turn battle speed down to the snail's pace, you definitely catch it. But that's kind of... then you're playing at a snail's pace. But alright, so that is the challenge quest complete. The only thing left I have for it this summer is to get 3 million more points, as well as 1,200 bricks so that I can fully ascend Ortland whenever you guys give me the go-ahead to do so. We can, at the very least, increase her Noble Phantasm to NP5, though. And there we go. So, I think that this is where I'm going to call today's stream. Wednesday, I think I want to try and finish off Shadow of the Erdtree, first and foremost. And, again, I kind of want to... Oh, thank you, Leo, for the follow. It is greatly appreciated. But, like I did say, I do want to stream the FSN remaster. I just need to essentially figure out the best day to do it. I think Friday might very well be it. So, very potential that Fridays might be VN days soon. Very, very solid potential there. But that is future me's concerns. Present me, meanwhile, is going to call it here. So, I've been Soul Rack Dragon. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. If you did, be sure to leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. You can drop a like if you're watching this on YouTube, a follow on Twitch, or a sub on YouTube as well. Not going to ask you to sub here on Twitch because that costs money, and it is not the best times for spending money. But regardless, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.